Hey guys, what is going on? I hope you're having a great start to your weekend. In this video, we're going to talk a few things Ripple XRP, okay? We're going to talk about some news that's coming out of Ripple XRP, some interesting thing that's happening all around the world for XRP. And I also want to mention to you guys that we are doing a Litecoin giveaway, a $50 Litecoin giveaway, something fun for you guys. And we did that on an ICO review video we just put out. So after this video, guys, go check that out, okay? It's about a really interesting ICO called W12. Super interesting, super disruptive. And this project and technology is going to completely change the way ICOs are run, which is what we need in the space right now, okay? So if you jump in on that video, guys, after this one, you'll see it. It's W12. It's an ICO review. You'll see the thumb. You'll see the title. We're doing a $50 Litecoin giveaway for you guys on that one. All you have to do is like the video and leave a comment with your Litecoin address in the comments, and we'll pick one of you guys. And it's really interesting, guys, at ICO. If you do want to check it out, we're not pushing it on anybody. It's just an honest review of the product and the technology. So we're not going to profit from you guys at all if you decide to invest in that ICO. But it is something super interesting. I think if you check it out, you'd be interested in that because they actually won like a blockchain awards at the New York blockchain event. And they won, I think they became the finals of a Switzerland ICO competition out of 140 ICOs. And they have a really good team. And what they're going to do is actually, this is so interesting, guys. We know there's been so many scams in ICOs, right? And there's been a lot of ICOs that just collapsed and disappeared. People lost their money. But this technology, these smart contracts they're developing are going to allow people to get refunds. Like you can get your money back on these ICOs you're investing in if they turn out to not meet their milestones. So check it out. You'll learn about that. It's really cool. All right, guys. Hope you're having a good weekend. Let's jump into this video. We're going to talk about how people are saying Ripple is on the cusp of taking over the world. Ripple XRP domination, okay? Is XRP going to be everywhere in a couple years? And just a common word, Ripple, will be something everybody knows, and I rippled you some money will be a verb. We're gonna talk, guys, about banks in India, how they see more use cases in Ripple XRP than in any other crypto. So that's interesting out of India news about Ripple. We're gonna talk about one of the Ripple partners in Japan and how they think the cryptocurrency is ammo for an economic shift to really get the Japanese economy going again. So that's interesting news for Ripple. And then we're going to do something fun at the end and just talk about how much Ripple XRP could rise to in the next bull run. We're going to eventually be in another bull run. Where do we think XRP can go? What could it hit? Okay, so guys, let's get started. We know Ripple. There's been news out of Ripple that they're meeting in Dubai next week in the banking industry with banking industry members. Okay, so what does that mean for XRP? We know there's a lot of money over there. So it says Ripple is said to meet with banking industry members in Dubai next week to debate on the incorporation of RippleNet and XCurrent. That's pretty interesting. It's important to note that RippleNet and XCurrent are already adopted in a network which comprises more than 100 banks globally. So we know that, guys, right? Involved with 100 banks globally. We should also anticipate the meeting to discourse Ripple XRP since XRP is the company's most important technology. So they are going to be discussing XRP. That's important because this is where people are really on the fence about is XRP going to be anything in the future, right? We have the Ripple's the company, XRP's the currency. Is XRP going to be used? So they're discussing XRP. That's good news. We know the Ripple team has published a post on their blog with a really interesting fact, right? They've talked about, the decentralized network of banks is over 100 strong already for Ripple. And the next week, the meeting in Dubai, meeting with these members of the foreign currency, and they're going to make new connections and discuss the Ripple technology, share all the lessons of the best practices. This will really open up Ripple to a wider network of banks. Because can you imagine the banks in Dubai, some of the main banks in Dubai, the main banks in Saudi Arabia, if they partner up here with Ripple, that's just going to spread like wildfire through the other banks, okay? So lots of rumors are coming out from the Ripple enthusiasts, right, about this conference in Dubai and how it's going to really increase Ripple adoption, basically on all the various businesses of cross-border transactions. And a lot of, supporters of Ripple are also saying this use of XRapid platform based on the XRP cryptocurrency, right? If it's true, they start getting adopted over there and they build a strong foundation of XRP, this is just going to go wild in that part of the world for interbanking transactions. And this 100-strong banking network we have now will mean nothing compared to the future, to the amount of banks, financial institutions, everything that's coming on board with Ripple. So really good news, guys, about them meeting these banking members in Dubai. We're going to see what kind of partner opportunities comes out of that. But we know they're already with Bank of America, Standard Chartered banks. Now, if they get into the banks in Dubai and Saudi Arabia, that's going to be amazing. So hopefully we partner up with these financial institutions and see where that goes with Ripple, because all of them see they have the high need for this more cost-effective system. So if they come on board, then everybody's coming on board. So when this is done, hopefully we see some kind of run with XRP, and that could be very interesting in the next couple months. Now, news out of India, guys. When Ripple XRP launched an office in Mumbai, and they appointed Naveen Gupta. So he has 2 decades, it says, over 2 decades of experience at HSBC and Citibank across US, Hong Kong, Japan, Taiwan, and India as regional manager. And it said that this move was to smoothen the relationship between Ripple and its partners, Axis Bank and Yes Banks. So Garlinghouse, he's looking beyond just today, and he knows, right? Like everyone says, India is basically transforming itself into a digital economy. It's going to be an innovative leader in payments, huge population. Cryptocurrency is going to be a big part of that in the future. And if Ripple's making their partnerships and laying the groundwork in there too, that's very interesting for, again, to add to the mass adoption. Because think of the population in India, and if that's going to be a cryptocurrency mad country in the future, Ripple has a lot of possibility. So creating that office in Mumbai definitely is showing something about the growing demand for, obviously, Ripple services, hopefully XRP in some of the banks and even non-banks across that country. Okay, let's go down here a little more, guys. Now, shortly after all of this news came out, there was a lot of different banks and fintechs started partnering with Ripple in the country. So using all the use cases for RippleNet, XCurrent, XRapid as their cross-border payments is very interesting, because among all these new partners, one of them was Kotak Mahindra Bank. And that, guys, is a leading bank in India with more than 1,300 branches in the country, which will be using RippleNet. So that is pretty amazing. 1,300 branches in the country, major bank in India. Again, great on Ripple for adding more major players into the network. And as this cryptocurrency continues to search for more connections in different countries and really put down that anchor all around the world, Garlinghouse said, in the next 5 years, the financial technology would have partnered with more than half of the world's top banks. So there you go. If that ever came true, and a lot of the XRP enthusiasts will say definitely will come true, more than half of the world's top banks, guys, can you imagine a network that would spread to through all the smaller banks and financial institutions that are also capturing, it's once one of them is using this technology, which is cheaper and faster, then everybody's going to be coming on board. So pretty amazing stuff that could be happening in the next 5 years. We don't have to panic and worry about the market right now that we're in a little bit of a pullback, do we? If you can see a bigger picture there and you're able to hold on for the long run. Now, some news out of Japan, guys, was SBI Holdings. We know that was a partner of Ripple, right? Now, they said during a blockchain conference in Tokyo that they know blockchain technology is going to fuel the next boom in the Japanese economy. Okay, and this company is definitely at the forefront of the innovation in blockchain, because they've invested over $460 million in the industry through one of their blockchain funds that was established earlier this year. But they know there's a whole new beginning in Japan, and the next boom in Japan is going to be fueled by blockchain. And that's interesting because they say it's going to happen in the next few years, and we know they already have lots of partnerships and different little projects they're doing with XRP, because one of the crypto exchanges they have called VC Trade, that was trading in XRP, okay? So that's a native cryptocurrency. And the exchange cryptocurrency works on 0 transaction fees model to introduce Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash later. So if they're gonna be bringing on Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash later, 0 transaction fees, things like that. They're already transactioning and partnering up with Ripple and are trading Ripple already. They have the XRP trading there on the platform. That is a good sign for XRP in Japan too, for more mass adoption in other major crypto parts of the world. Okay. So something fun, guys, to think about. We know the market's down right now. People that are in the right projects, people that love XRP, they're not so worried about the prices right now. They think it's a buying opportunity. And they know eventually when the outside institutional money comes back in and we have tens of trillions of dollars, these bull runs that we've seen in the past and these big little pushes we've seen might not be anything compared to the next bull runs, right? So if we look at historical trends, guys, and we know Bitcoin, that's really where we benchmark everything. All the cryptos get benchmarked against Bitcoin. But we know in previous bull runs, right, in the other trends, there was bull runs in 2011 and other years. There was huge gains. And if we use the averages of those to predict, that's an article here, if they use the averages of those to predict an increase in value, what could that mean for Ripple XRP? Because, you know, all the major cryptos tend to follow the same trends up and down, right? So if we apply this prediction to Ripple XRP at a value of, you know, it's under 50 cents right now. But if it surges the way Bitcoin has in, you know, past bull runs, then people are saying we could be looking at an all-time high of $10.50, or maybe $10.51, a little higher, right, in the next bull run for XRP. And why are they saying that? Not only would that just be a nice, fun prediction based on the past behavior of Bitcoin bull runs, which all cryptocurrencies kind of follow, there's more to it than that, because in the next bull run, it's going to be a little different, because it's not just going to be speculation, right? Ripple XRP is gaining more traction in terms of real-world usage than ever before, and more than any other cryptocurrency. So, you know, they're already partnered with the big banks in India, Brazil, Central Bank, now we know over in Dubai and Saudi Arabia. So if these high-profile partnerships continue, and XRP is continuing to increasingly be a big part of cross-border payment flows and be one of the most, you know, well-known and have the most use cases and used crypto in enterprise, then that whole new bull run, what we're going to see and the possibilities for Ripple could be like exceed anything that we've talked about right now, because they're going to have a real-world practicality combined with the public growing profile, because everyone's learning about Ripple, everyone's going to be hearing about it. It's going to be a major heavyweight player up there with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So maybe people are saying the next bull run could see XRP outpace Bitcoin. Now, not surpass it, but outpace the growth it's had in other bull runs and be a massive bull run for XRP, which could take us over to $10.50. Okay, just a little fun price prediction. Guys, what we need to do before anyone starts saying, oh, let's just try to get to 60 cents, right? We know we're talking about the next bull runs, okay? So next bull runs, we see big price, maybe some new all-time highs for different coins. What do you think we could see for Ripple in the next couple years? Possibly in the next bull run, where do you think Ripple could be going? As opposed to thinking about, well, just guys, if you're thinking about how we're also not just thinking about every coin is going to go, we're thinking about, you know, as opposed to a regular coin, Ripple has real use cases and real major partnerships. So put that into factor, and where do you think XRP could go? If you're a Ripple enthusiast, I bet you we're going to hear some good numbers. If you're not a Ripple enthusiast, I'm sure we'll hear some very negative things. That's fine. That's what you like to do. But guys, anyways, I hope you're having a good weekend, checking out some of the prices in the market. A lot of people are messaging me, telling me they're finding great buying opportunities in their favorite projects. So what I would like to do at the end of this video is give everyone, if you're new to crypto and you're just watching some videos and you're learning about new projects, do yourself a favor and get an offline hardware wallet. We've had over $1 billion stolen in crypto already. Long-term crypto holders, you can vouch for this, and you can let people know you have to make your crypto safe or you're going to lose it to an exchange hack, a computer crash, a wallet crash on your computer. Who knows what could happen, but your crypto could disappear. So be smart. It's the best investment you can make, very cheap compared to all the money you're investing in these projects, and get an offline hardware wallet. If you're interested in getting one, guys, there's a link in the description below where you can go check out one of the best ones in the market and grab that and protect your crypto so you can sleep good at night. Guys, let me know what you think about Ripple. Where do you think we're going with Ripple? What kind of prices could we be looking at in the next couple years? And are we looking at world domination with Ripple? Are we going to see Ripple all over the globe? Maybe a common word everybody is talking about. Now, guys, if you want to win that $50 worth of Litecoin, check out right now. Jump in, look, check out our videos, check out the one we just put up before this. It's called W12. It's an ICO review. Amazing project, very interesting. I'm definitely going to be getting involved in that project. Check it out for yourself. And remember, guys, all you have to do is like the video and leave your comment and your Litecoin address in there with your comment, and we will pick one of you to give that $50 worth of Litecoin. So I hope you guys all win it, but we'll pick one of you guys. But good luck to everybody. Have a great weekend, you guys. You know, sometimes it's important to step away from the cryptocurrency, the charts, the graphs, coin market cap, checking the prices, and do something fun on the weekend so you can come back, you know, jump back into the crypto after you've taken a little break and not burn yourself out stressing. Because in these bear markets, right, when the prices are going down, it's very stressful for some people. But again, for the major crypto enthusiasts, that is their fun. That's what they like to do, and they're always searching for ICOs, searching for new projects that they can find good buying opportunities in. But I hope you have a good weekend, guys. Take care, check out that video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.